And of course, the 17th of July 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the home of football, that is Kerawan Sambasira. Today marks of course, the opening of the second edition of Action A International sponsored Kerawan Sambasira, of course, tournament. Well, I was ready Friday afternoon here, but it is now a time, and we have to know a time with it. We have to do matter with the rain. It is now a time. With me is one of the finest gentlemen here in Kerawan Sambasira, the home of football. Well, last year we were here, and the champions, of course, from this community, that is Exodus. They have, of course, gone to many finals, close to 6 finals. They lost all. But then the 7th one came, of course, end of a trophy drought. They defeated Kaural, a side formed by 7 communities. On that day, Kaural had their meeting in Sariotu. Exodus had their meeting here in Kerawan Sambasira, just on the highway. Of course, the end result was 1-0 in favor of Exodus after, of course, 10 years of a trophy drought. Today, Kaural, the rose of last edition, are taking on Tabanani, who left the stage early in the last tournament. But then, gentlemen, just a quick one. Good afternoon to you and welcome to the home of football. Your name, please.
My name is Abdullah Kruwali. I am the chairman of the Village Youth Development Association, where the sports committee falls under. The sports committee is a subcommittee of the Youth Village Development Association. So we have several other committees that falls under the umbrella of the Youth Development Association.
Chairman,
yes.
How do you see, of course, the growth of community football here in Kerawan Sambasira? Is it well chaired?
Yeah, of course, I will commend our subcommittee, that is a sports committee. They've been doing well. They've been doing great over the years. It's been over 10 years now since we've started this, and I think it has been growing. I think the audience can attest to that. You've been a journalist, you've been here several editions of this tournament, and I think you can attest to that. Even having Action Aid coming with their Peace Development Fund to have this thing sponsored, I will tell you that definitely it has been a great growth, and we are really seeing forward to greater things in the future.
And the use of this community, let's be precise, in Lower Fuladu, pleased with what is unfolding here in Kerawan Sambasira.
Yeah, they are really pleased. If you can see, I think we are dominating, not even only Lower Fladu, in fact, the entire region, if not the entire country. Because even looking at what is happening here and even the prices that we are giving, that will tell you that definitely we're doing great and we are dominating not only Lower Fladu, but I can tell you the entire region and even in the entire country by far.
Is the future bright for community football in Kerawan?
The future is more than bright, brother. It's very bright. As you can see, everybody is happy. You yourself, you're happy. Everybody is coming around because of what you're seeing here. There is ambience, there is discipline, there is competition, there is peace, and everything we're building. What the nation needs is what we are giving here, man. Having everything engulfed in a one package. So I think it's a great thing, and we will do greater things.
Thank you very much. Pleasure speaking to you, Mr. Chair. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful opener. Of course, we will engage one of the youngest chairmen in Central River region, and that is, of course, Ibrahim Mbai. He's formerly called Wandi, the Pundit, and of course, I call him Alkali, the youngest, one of the youngest chairmen in Central River region, if not the youngest. He's branded with the Kerawan Sambasira Youth Sports, of course, committee, of course, with Action Aid International. Well, Wandi was, of course, the chairman for the juniors committee. They were organizing a junior tournament here. Now, it's been catapulted at the highest order. Wow. The Council of Elders seat is where Wandi chaired the Council of Elders. Afternoon, Wandi.
Thank you, Sally.
The look on your face, you're smiling. Talk us through.
Yes, a very good evening. And also, that's a good afternoon, evening already. It's almost 5. So, I'm happy because being the youngest chairman in Central River region, in fact, if not the country at large, hosting a tournament of 20 teams, staging the biggest package ever in Central River region. That alone, worth for me to be happy and with my team. So, it is all, happy for me right now, and looking forward to a successful tournament that is bringing together 20 teams, to compete for the glory, but of course to continue in promoting youth, peaceful youth participation in the governance structure, just like actually they sponsor this, so it's important that we also reflect that.
How do you see the rapid development of community football in Central River region, Lower Fuladu, from Sare Samba Simale to Sangole Kuna? And I know these communities will come to Kerewan Samba Sira to take lectures in the, of course, to know how community football is growing and how to develop community football. How did you see the rapid, of course, development of community football here in this community?
Yeah, just like I always say, Kerewan Samba Sira is the alpha and the omega of Gaza football.
Wow, I love that. I love that.
Here is where I mean, if any community is not really Gambia wants to prosper when it comes to Gaza football development, they have to come here and take lectures from us. So we've been staging different tournaments, and with previously having a mantra that is open offensive field. And Salio, today I'll tell you, you look at the field, the entire field has been fenced, and this
cameraman will solely do that.
And this comes through the support of Honorable Jimbalo, Action International, and of course the gate ticketing that we get from our previous tournament. And today, alhamdulillah.
So if I understand your matter with the slogan, the money that is meant for football is spent
on football. That is it. And then no one is paid here. The entire committee, including myself, I travel from Combo times, come here, pay my own fare, return to Combo, just to ensure that what we intend to have in the next years is achieved. And alhamdulillah, today I'll tell you that Kerewan Samba Sira, we are the best, if not the best committee that all committees, I would learn from. So we are glad to have achieved this so far, and we have a lot to come, Salim. This is just the tip of the iceberg as far as grassroots football is concerned.
As a marriage that was made in heaven in 2025, Kerewan Samba Sira with Action Aid International took us through that marriage.
Yes, Action International, made a pledge that, if Kerewan Samba Sira are able to execute as expected of that fund, that was 500,000, if they're impressed, they will support. And knowing a committee that we are a visionary committee, like my PR will always say, we are the most transparent and accountable committee in whole Gambia. So through that, we filed our report to Action International, and they were satisfied.
Report card.
Yes, so
what is the report card?
They were satisfied with what we've, with the way we spend that money. And this year, they say, look at, we are even increasing the amount to 900,000 plus for you to invest in grassroots football development. So we thank actually International, the Gambia, under the UN Peace Building Fund for supporting this magnificent and youthful engagement in Kerewan Samba Sira.
Obrigado, Timba. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Maudo, and assalamu alaikum to all of you. I want to say, actually, it was just glad to be associated with the Kerewan Samba Sira football committee. Since they call it home of football, and I would like to concur on that. But just to remind everyone that all this is because of peace. It's because of peace. So therefore, we should all do all what we can to nurture that peace. Of course, this year is an election year. We know what comes out of elections. But I would urge the youth, please do not allow anybody to drill you into conflict. Conflict has no use. Of course, you have rights to support the team you wish. You have the right to support the candidate of your choice. But you do not have rights to create chaos. You do not have rights to cause conflict. You do not have right to also infringe on the right of others. Where your right stops, that's where others' rights begin. So always remember that elections are here, but they will go. Political parties are here, and they will go. But us as Kerewan Samba Sira, for instance, us as Upper Fuladu, there will always be Upper Fuladu. There will always be Lower Fuladu. There will always be Kerewan Samba Sira. There will always be Birkama forever until the end of doomsday. But the political parties are here for a while. There were political parties before. Where are they? Maybe the youngsters don't know about PS. But us as community members or us as Kerewan Samba Sira, us as Lower Fuladu will stay here for doomsday. So please always remember that at the back of your mind and maintain that peace amongst them. Thank you.